I have completely devolved into like my pop punk. I said it in chat there, but like completely like it was. I was getting my hair cut yesterday, and in the barber they were playing like just this playlist that was basically all of the songs that I for Scotland me listened to when I was just entering high school, and like that's like what 2008, very formative years, so to speak. Yeah, doing good. We are starting a bit earlier today. We are starting at 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. And the reason for that is one, I missed Wednesday. Very sorry about that. Things are, there's just kind of like peaks and troughs at the moment. I'm hoping to eventually mellow out and relax. And we are gonna jump into, first of all, we're playing the demo for a game called Bloodletter, which I only just kind of touched on this morning, and I absolutely loved it. Like, it was the business. Sorry to hear that, Bob. Hopefully this just allows you to chill. So, we are going to be jumping into the world of Bloodletter, and it is very good. I should start at 1 o'clock. I mean, I wish I could. I could maybe do, like, eventually at some point, I would have that time to do, like, a really solid slot on a Friday, because then I could do, like, open world RPGs and stuff, and we could actually make some progress. V Rising update, you're now at gear level 81. Jesus. Okay. I've not been able to do anything. I've been fighting. Anyway, this is Bloodletter, and this is a demo that's available now. You can check it out on itch. It also has a Steam page. It's planned for release in 2026, and it's already looking very good. I'm just going to play it, and you're going to, like, learn it as we go, okay? Now, the only thing I will say is that from a streaming UI perspective, what I might do is probably turn off the chat, and I'm then going to move my camera down to here, just so you've got like the full kind of view. But what we're starting with here is we are a doctor in a village, and the village has rather mysterious villagers, as it turns out. This one is the miller. You can tell it's the miller because she is a windmill. But all the characters are like really quite interesting. Don't want to put chat atop the demonacy. Well, I think, like, the thing is that, like, on the right hand side here, this is kind of important information. I can maybe move the chat over here if you wanted, but it just get in the way. Maybe I can move it here for now. You'll just have to trust that there's like a number of cards in the pile, okay? So what we need to do is we have to spend cards, and we have to spend cards to heal the characters that we're facing. And there is so there's health and there is purity. If either of them reach 0, then they die, basically. I don't really want that. Let me just get that sorted. There we go. So yeah, we don't want that to happen. They have a sickness level, so villagers have up to 3 levels of sickness. It's 0 at the moment, so they're not sick. Don't know why they're visiting the doctor if they're not sick, but their health is still a bit crap. There's also belief. So belief is if they can either have belief or they can have disbelief. And if they have disbelief, I can only play 2 cards. And if they have belief, then I get to play 3 cards. And the idea here is that we eventually have so much purity that we fill out these 4 sections here and win the game. So I'm going to get started. First of all, let's have a look at our cards. We've got health plus 10, that's always good. We've got a card that removes purity, but increases health. Purity plus 10, health minus, so we've basically got the reverse. We've got purity plus 10 and we have a health minus 15, but we change that to belief. And to be honest, I kind of want everyone being a believer, so I'm going to heal I'm gonna drop that to turn them into a believer, and then I'm gonna heal. And to be honest, while I'm at it, I'll increase their purity. Next up, we have the seamstress, who I think is my favourite designed character. Kind of awkward spider lady that has scissor hands and all sorts. Now, she is sick, so we can use this card. It'll remove purity, but it'll also remove her sickness. So that's a good thing. We're instead going to use this card to increase the purity, and I think I'm happy. So we ring the spell. You can spend as many or as little cards as you like within the max range. So we've now got the herbalist, who is a kind of witchy woman, and we're going to increase her health. We're not going to be able to cure her sickness at the moment because we don't have the cards for it. So we'll ring that bell, and that is our turn over. Now, villager abilities, you can basically click on these and you can upgrade the cards based on which villagers you have and which villagers are alive. And I like this a lot. Upgrade a card with purity plus 10. So what I can do here is I can add 10 purity to any card. And what I might want to do here is that sickness card that I've got, so that removes sickness from them, which is good, but it also removes their purity. But I can actually make that card kind of neutral by playing that, which is kind of neat. We also get to choose a card to our deck. We're going to choose this purity plus 15, sickness minus 1. That's a good one. And after the end of each turn, you can see how it changes. So at the moment, we've got 1 sickness for her, 2 sickness for the herbalist, and we've also got new characters as well. The executioner, the minstrel, and the midwife have joined. So we're going to continue on. So minstrel is sick. We can use this to increase their purity as well as remove their sickness. If they are sick, they'll lose like a set amount of health per evening, so you gotta watch out for that. And I think I'm going to increase the health here. Health minus 15 plus belief, I don't need that at the moment. We'll move on. Okay, so the seamstress has disbelief, which we want to flip as soon as we can. Because if they have disbelief, they take more damage to their purity each night as well. Sorry, I realise I am bombarding you with information here, but I spent the morning playing this game and it was great. So I'm going to remove the sickness. And what I'm going to do as well is change her to a believer, which means I can play a third card if I want to. I don't need to at the moment, because I'm going to save my purity upgrades for this guy, and we'll increase the health as well. And I've just realised that I desperately need to cure the herbalist somehow. Right, I think I'm gonna, so we've done another night, so we get the new villagers added into the upgrade pool. So I can use the executioner to remove cards from my deck. Herbalist gives us a 50% chance to heal 1 sickness off of every guest. Midwife, every guest will regenerate 2 health after you treat them. Minstrel will be every guest loses 10 health but increases your hand size by 1. And the miller removes 1 card and in return get a choice of 3. So I think I'm going to go with the seamstress again and kind of keep that going. And we kind of want more purity. So I'm gonna remove the negative effect on that card, because I think that works. Health plus 25 if belief. That's a good one. We'll take that. Okay, the herbalist is now extremely unwell, and I need to remove a lot of sickness from her, which isn't great. We've got a bunch more people who are sick. We've got the glazier, we've got the gravekeeper, and we've got the butcher. So we will see where we go with this. Executioner... No, we've got the butcher first. The butcher's unwell, but I need to save my sickness ones to remove, to get the herbalist. Otherwise, we're gonna get fucked. So I will, for just now, do that, and we'll move on. Executioner. What we'll do is we'll make the Executioner a believer so he doesn't take purity damage, and then we'll also heal him, and then we will move on, I think. Cool, we've now got 2 remove sickness, so we could get the herbalist back down to 1 sick, which is good. We can increase the seamstress's health up to 75. That's healthy. That's all good. We'll also increase the midwife's health. And we'll put her purity up as well. And then for this one, we're gonna go with anything that removes the sickness, and we'll give her some extra health. We're gonna have to try and heal her some more, but we'll see how we go. Right, next up, we can upgrade cards with health now. The Bone Carver allows us to duplicate a card from the deck, which is pretty neat. Which I might do, actually. Because I think having 2 of the -1 but plus 15, -1 sickness plus 15 purity would be useful. So I'm going to grab that. We also have a card now that just gives belief straight up, which is good. We'll take it. But yeah, we're trying to avoid the health or the purity reaching 0. And the goal is to increase the purity to the point where we win here and not die horribly. Right, Gravekeeper. Up next we have the Gravekeeper, and we can give the Gravekeeper belief, which is handy. And we will... I think that's fine. Like, 1 sickness is okay. The Glazier, we'll maybe give them a drop of health. We're not going to cure them, we're going to make sure that Herbalist's fine. Cool. Next up we have the Midwife. We're going to increase the Midwife's health to 100, because that means we get the Blessing of Clairvoyance, which allows us to go for plus 40 purity and changes them to belief, which is pretty good. I can now actually take minus 15 health off of her, change it to belief, and I'll increase her purity because it's quite low. Next up we have the Minstrel. The Minstrel could use a little bit more purity, so we're going to chuck that on there. That's fine. And now we have... Hey Pirate, how you doing? And I like how the sounds for my stream have now just disappeared once more. Cool, we're going to remove the sickness entirely from the Herbalist, and we're going to chuck more health on, and we're gonna do this. Nice. Good job, gang. Right, next up, I think I'm gonna upgrade purity again. What card deserves purity? Having the sickness -1 also be a boost to purity would be handy. That's a sickness -2, that's nice. I'll take that. I love the vibe of this. This is so good. This needs to release now. 2026 is too long to wait. Right. Cool, so they're in a pretty good spot. We can save the Blessing of Clairvoyance for one of these two. I suppose what we do need is healing cards, and that's something that we're a little bit low on at the moment. Seamstress isn't sick, but could use some purity. Okay, I might risk it here. In fact, no, I'll use this one just to boost the purity a little bit. Next up, we've got the midwife. Midwife's also looking pretty good. Not sick, has plenty of health. Yeah, we're good here, I think. Next up, the miller. The miller is not in a good place. I will use the Blessing of Clairvoyance here to boost her purity and turn her back into a believer. And I don't know what cards I'm going to get next is the only problem. I don't want to remove health from her, that would be dumb. I could always get a better health card if I spend this health card. Okay, let's wing it. Please give me health. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna make the Bone Carver a believer. We're gonna remove the sickness and increase the purity. And we are going to further increase the purity. Okay, we're gonna Hi, working tabletops. Bye, have a good time at tabletops. Enjoy. Thanks for popping by. I think I'm gonna increase health. And let's increase... I like how you can just add this to any card as well. Like, a purity plus 10 and a health plus 10, that's great. We've got health plus 35 and you can increase the sickness. That's kind of interesting. I'm worried about the Bone Carver. Now the Bone Carver, yeah, the Bone Carver's fine because they're not unwell. The Butcher and the Gravekeeper, however, are unwell. And we'll save this sickness -2 for one of them. Let's go with this. And we're okay here. Next up we have Mr. Bone Carver, who we will heal and make sure that they're in a good spot. The Butcher is not in a good spot. Fuck. Okay, next up, who we got? Midwife. Cool, we can increase the purity a little bit. Moving on. Gravekeeper, again, we're in a good spot for the Gravekeeper actually. We'll remove one of the sickness. And... yeah, that's it for that. For the Butcher, we will remove the sickness in its entirety, heal for 10, and heal for 10. And we're only just keeping the Butcher in the game there. What in the dickens is in the Midwife's hand? I'll check next time. Sorry, I missed that. Let's go with a healing card, and we will heal for... I'm wondering. Let's put the healing card on that -2 sickness, might as well. No, fuck! The herbalist died! How? No! I don't think we even got the herbalist in the thing. So that's locked the herbalist out from the upgrade path. I can still win, but I just can't use her specific upgrades. I also need to spend this fucking Curse of the Flesh, which is a giant pain in the ass. Right, let's turn the Minstrel into a believer. And increase the purity. Next up we have the Miller. The Miller is unwell at the moment as well, so we'll remove that sickness. And we'll also increase the health here. Yep, that's all we can do. For the Butcher, We can increase the health quite a bit. Yep, we'll move on from that. Hey, Super Lesbian, thanks so much for the 76 months. Holy fuck. Bye for real. No worries, have a good time. Okay, so that's a sickness -2. I'll want to spend that next. Shit. What I'll do is I'm going to spend this. We're okay though. Cool. And then next up, what I'm going to do is going to be, I'm going to heal for 35 and give him +1 sickness. I'm then going to remove 2 of those sicknesses and give a +10 to health. And then I'm going to remove the final sickness and give +15 to purity in a masterclass of I know what I'm doing with my cards, kind of. I think I'm going to go Seamstress, and let's go with... Let's go with this, I guess, yeah. Purity +20 of 0 sickness, that's not bad. Ah shit, the Seamstress is dying. So this is, yeah, we need to try and keep the belief in check so the purity doesn't dip. And we need to keep the sickness in check so they don't die. Okay, we're gonna +10 here. And that's them cured, but they don't have... They've got disbelief, which is annoying. Midwife... I mean, that's all kind of positive for the midwife, more or less. They're not even ill. We can maybe balance out the health and the purity a little bit. Next up's the Seamstress, which definitely needs help. She's unwell, so she'll get cured. She'll also get some additional stats. And I will leave it there. The Butcher needs purity, which I can supply a little bit of. Don't necessarily want to make them sick. We'll need to save the sickness curing for the Bone Carver. Where are we going? Well, yeah, we'll do this. We will do purity +15. Ah, I should have... No, wait, no, I shouldn't have. It's all good, it's all good. Cool. We survived to another day. We are now going to upgrade a card with health. Might be one of the things to do, I guess. Cool. +35, sickness +1, -1 sickness discards 2 cards, or sickness +1 but gives them belief. I'll go with the one that makes them healthier. We've still not... If I can do this with only 1 death, I'll be very happy. Except that Gravekeeper is so close to death, holy shit. That's one thing you've also got to keep an eye out for, is the fact that, like, if they get 3 sickness, it's like -35 health a time, and that will kill people. Okay, we'll spend that there. That's healthy enough. Moving on. They could use a little bit more health, so we'll do that, and then I will remove the sickness from them. That's okay. For our Glazier, we're gonna make them a believer so that they don't bleed purity. Okay, next up, what have we got? This is tricky. Yeah, the art style is really good. It's really distinct and like, I feel like it's unusual in a way that like, I don't know if you count these as Eldritch or not. They're kind of like, it's more medieval kind of folklore-y horror. But it's great. I love it. Okay, I need to find something that helps the purity and health of this thing and turns them into a believer, which is fucking rough, to be honest. Shit. Oh, this is really, really tough. So do this. And then do... Fuck. I don't know if there's a way around this for me. Wait, no, there is. Do that, do that. That will just allow the Gravekeeper to survive, but that's tricky, like. I think they may die in the next one. Right, I need more health. Like, health seems to be a standout at the moment. Going to try and boost that. Having another belief card's good. Will we survive the night? That Gravekeeper could die here. Could be a right bastard. Oh, the Gravekeeper just survives. Fuck. Okay. Luckily, we've got the Gravekeeper again. We'll try and keep him alive and healthy. The midwife appears to be holding... I don't know, actually. I have no idea what that is. I think that's a baby slung over her shoulder. I don't know what is that, like, placenta? I don't know. Because I think that's a baby slung over with the umbilical cord. I don't know what the other bit is. It's got a wee funky hole in it as well. Okay, next up we have... Okay, we'll cure the Bone Carver. The Bone Carver can't be upset with us at all. The Executioner desperately needs some purity. Which is fine, because we can service that. Some purity for you. Glazier needs to... We'll just do that for now. Next, Gravekeeper. So for the Gravekeeper, we want to cure the Gravekeeper's illness. We'll heal the Gravekeeper, and we'll do that. And that gets the Gravekeeper up to kind of semi-good standard. Nice. Right, let's have a look at our deck. Is there cards that I could deal with removing? I think I've got enough belief cards here that I can justify removing that Forgotten Realm one, which is health minus 15, and then I can also remove the negative minus 10 health. So I think I'm going to do that. So remove one or two cards, we're going to axe this one, and we're going to axe this one, and goodbye. Health plus 5 per one card in your discard pile. Sure. Oh, fuck. Now the good news is we've only got one person who's unwell at the moment, but we also have a lot of people who are spiritually damned, which isn't so good. What I could do here... sickness -3 followed by belief. I'll use that on the butcher later on. Cool, I think we're fine here. Next up we have Mr. Bone Carver. Now, we'll use this to get Bone Carver super healthy. We'll then use this to cure. So Bone Carver's like our healthiest boy at the moment. We're in a good spot. Midwife could be a little bit better. The Miller is in disbelief, which isn't good. We'll actually use one of the disbelief cards, because that adds it to the discard pile, which is cool. We can actually add one illness to her. We will then cure that. We then get a +40, and we can use both on the butcher. That's genius. So, wait, hold on. No, this is the Miller. We can use belief on the Miller. +10 health. +25 health. And now we can go with purity +40. We can remove all the sickness from the butcher. And we can do health +5 per one card in the discard pile, which adds 50 health, and we are in the clear. We have solved disease. Right, next up we will go with, to be honest, anything that increases the purity. I think that's where we're at. Belief if at least 40 purity. Nah, that's not what we want. Health +40, but discards all cards. Ugh. That's a bit of a shit one. We'll take that. Okay, Seamstress, Miller, Minstrel, and Glazier are all needing a hell of a lot of purity. So we will try our best. Okay, so that's the Seamstress out the woods. Bone Carver. We'll get another blessing. Blessing of the blood. Very nice. Love that for the Bone Carver. Next up we have the Butcher. We can give that. We're now just getting all these blessing cards, which is nice. Purity +10. Sickness mental. Yeah, we're fine here. Okay, Glazier. We'll do that. We'll use the Blessing of Clairvoyance on him. And yeah, we're in a good spot here, I think. Sickness -3. We don't need that sickness, so maybe we keep that card back. We do purity. We do purity. And we might as well just do the health that we can. Nice. Cool. We are gunning it for like purity builds now. So let's increase purity. Oh fuck, the Miller is nearly insane, as is the Minstrel. Yeah, we need to get those levels up. So the Gravekeeper's the only one with disbelief here. Do I have a card that... No. Okay, I'll do that, then I'll do this, then I'll get a new card here. Lovely. Next. Then, okay, Bone Carver. I can do this for... And it's great because I've got 2 Blessings of Clairvoyance, which gives me 40 purity. So now that I've got the Minstrel, I can do this, which really adds a lot. Might as well give him some health as well. Might as well give him some belief. Okay, next up we have the Miller. The Miller can also get a Blessing of Clairvoyance and can get health and yeah. Boom, and let's go with this. And yeah, done. Cool, we are on it. Basically, I need more a healthy dose of purity cards at this point. Let's go with that, and I'm gonna have to start spending on spending to remove the cards that I'm getting, because I'm getting one card each turn, but they're not upgraded, so they're worthless. Cool, so that's that done there, that's that done there. That gives me a Blessing of the Blood. Very nice. Next up. Cool. Now this is a weird one, because I do want to turn his belief into... I might as well just use this. There we go. Right, next up, Bone Carver. I mean... just continually getting Blessings of the High Heavens. I'll remove the sickness from him as well. Next up, Executioner is struggling a little bit, but we can do this and this and this, and then for the Minstrel we will totally heal. Then we'll use Blessing of Clairvoyance, which has got us our first Bloodstone socket. We should be okay to get the rest now. I think we've cracked it, but yeah, it's interesting how these develop. I'll remove some cards from my deck because some of them are useless. That one's rubbish, and I'll remove that belief card as well. I'll just get that. So yeah, if we can get the rest of the villagers' purity up, we should be fine. Cool, where are we at? We are... Okay, I've got too many health cards, that's a problem. Because everyone's at full health, so I don't know if me, doing that actually does anything for them. Can increase their sickness and then cure it, which seems a bit... there we go. Minstrel, we can add some health, get a blessing, and we'll remove the sickness from them. So again, that's... Minstrel's maxed out, absolutely fine. Blessing of Clairvoyance here, we'll chuck the belief on. We will also chuck this. And now the Miller. The Miller can increase purity there, purity there. Purity there. Nice. We've got a second stone now. So this is where it all comes together. Let's remove cards from the deck. We will remove this one, and we'll also remove that one, because plus 10 health by itself isn't important anymore. None of those are particularly good. Okay, so let's go with Blessing of Clairvoyance here, followed by that. Next, what have we got? The Gravekeeper, who is currently fine. So we'll just increase the purity level. We've then got the midwife, who is now a believer. Hey, legally a bastard, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay, that's good. Cure that. Ah, fuck. Well, that's not very good, is it? Okay. That's all we can do for now. We've got the stupid curse of immortality nonsense. Let's go with Blessing of Clairvoyance. We'll do this, which gives us another Blessing of Clairvoyance, but we will instead use the High Heavens thing and clear up the disease. Nice. Got to go home early today and got yourself a little sandwich as a treat. Very nice. It's what you want, isn't it? And it's Friday, so, you know, victory all round. Purity plus 20 of 0 sickness. We are so close to this. We need 720. 720. So we're 90 off of getting it, which should be fine. What I'll do here though is the butcher will get this card because I want rid of the curse of immortality. I will then give it the blessing of clairvoyance, and I will then remove the sickness, which also gives us another blessing of clairvoyance. We've done it. We've broken the game. Sweet victory. I say we've broken the game. We've skillfully nailed it. Okay, let's go again. Bone Carver is currently a non-believer. We'll do this, followed by this. Midwife can get the clairvoyance, and that's us got all four. Smashed it, and it took us 17 days to win. Infinite clairvoyance hack. I am quite a clairvoyant individual, to be perfectly honest. Can see the future. I knew I was going to win that. Anyway, folks, that is the demo for Bloodletter, and it absolutely slaps. I love it. Like, it's every game's a bit different, and it's just like the fact that this has like another year or so of development is a good sign. And that's the demo. I don't know when the demo was like released, but it's great. So I will once again drop the chat. I know it's pinned at the top, but if you want to give that a wish list, you can check it there. I will also just quickly go and pull up the itch demo itself, because you can go and play what I've just played and have a good time with it. And I would recommend it if you fancy just chilling out over the weekend with some games.